Welcome to Greater Pleasant Hill Sunday morning service. We wish everyone was here with us today. But the church is in our hearts. So you may be in your bedroom, you may be in your kitchen, your living room. That's your sacred space for this morning. And the presence of the Lord is in that house. He's in this house. For he is omnipresent, he's everywhere at all times. So as we begin our devotional service, come closer to the Lord. Amen.
Amen. Members, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Members, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Can't you see the lightning flashing? Don't you hear the thunder rolling? Members, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Oh, preacher, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Preacher, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Can't you see the lightning flashing? Don't you hear the thunder rolling? Remember, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Oh, deacon, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Deacon, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Can't you see the lightning flashing? Don't you hear the thunder roll? Deacon, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home. Let's go home. Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Let's go home.
Remember, there's a dark cloud rising. Let's go home.
Good morning, church. And our scripture this morning will be coming out of Psalm 57, verses 1, 2, and 3, and it says, "Be merciful to me, O God, be merciful to me, for my soul trusts in you. And in the shadow of your wings I will make my refuge until these calamities have passed by. I will cry out to you, O God Most High, to God to perform all things for me. He shall send forth from heaven and save me. He reproaches the one who will swallow me up. God shall send forth his mercy and his truth." Psalm 57, the word of God for the people of God. Amen.
Let us go before the throne of grace. Eternal God, our Father, it's again that you allow this opportunity to call your name. Realize there's no name under heaven as good as your name.
Yes, sir.
We pray this morning, Father, that all is well in these homes that we're coming into. Let them know that everything's going to be all right.
Yes, sir.
David said, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death,
That's right.
I feel no evil." But he said he going through the valley. He
Yes.
said he's going to stay in the valley. We got a valley we're dealing with now, in this virus. But we're not going to stay in the valley because God's going to see us through.
Yes, sir.
We just continue to trust and believe in him. Don't worry about what man said, but you got to go by rules and regulations because that's what keeps us going too. But trust in the Lord.
Amen.
If you trust in the Lord, everything gonna be all right. If you trust in the Lord, tomorrow will come.
Yes, it
to a
will.
better time. Bless, continue to keep us, God. Bless our pastor. Hold him in the hollow of your hand. Bless his family. Bless the entire membership of our church.
Yes, sir.
Let us continue to look to you, the author and the finisher of our faith.
Yeah.
Knowing that one of these old days, this day will be no more. Knowing that one day, time will be no more. Time time will be no more.
Yes, sir.
All in you, Father. Just continue to lead us. Bless the ones that have lost a loved one during this time. Let them know they're not lost, they're in you. Let them know there's a better place for them being in you.
Yes, sir.
Knowing, Father, that you're the way, you're the truth, and you're the life. Let us continue to look to you. These and other blessings we ask in your holy name. So in prayer.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Amen. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know you were there. You don't know when and you don't know where. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know you were there. You don't know when and you don't know where. You don't know what the Lord told me. I was singing when the Lord told me. I was singing when the Lord told me. You don't know you were there. You don't know when and you don't know where. You don't know what the Lord told me. I was praying when the Lord told me. I was praying when the Lord told me. You don't know you were there. You don't know when and you don't know where. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know what the Lord told me. You don't know you were there. You don't know when and you don't know where. You don't know what the Lord told me. We were preaching when the Lord told me. We were preaching when the Lord told me. You don't know you were there. You don't know when and you don't know where. You don't know what the Lord told me.
Amen, amen, amen.
Amen. Amen. I know you felt the presence of the Lord. We want to thank the deacons for that devotional period. We want to tell Sister Ethel Strickland happy 98th birthday. Amen.
Amen, amen.
Amen. You just feel your presence, Mother Cogman, Mother Porter, Mother Alexander. We know that you're with us and we're praying for you.
Amen.
Is be in the presence of the Lord one more time.
Amen.
Scripture lesson comes this morning from the book of Exodus. The book of Exodus, 14th chapter of Exodus. 14th chapter of Exodus. Chapter, in the 21st verse of the book of Exodus. Then Moses stretched out his hands over the sea.
Yes, sir.
And all that night the Lord drove the sea back with a strong east wind.
Amen.
And turned it into dry land. The water was divided. And the Israelites went through the sea on dry land.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
And with a wall of water on their right and on their left. Then the Egyptians pursued them, and all of Pharaoh's horses and chariots, and the horsemen followed them into the sea. And during the last watch of the night, the Lord looked down from the pillar of fire and the cloud at the Egyptian army and threw it into a confusion. He jammed the wheel of their chariots so that they had difficulty to drive.
Yeah.
And the Egyptians said, let us go from the Israelites. The Lord is fighting for them against Egypt. I want to use for a subject this morning, God is working it out.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's all right.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Amen.
There's a storm out on the ocean, and it's moving so way. In your soul now, and with Jesus, you will surely drift away, Lord, drift away, Lord, you will surely drift away with your soul now, and with Jesus, you will surely drift away. Jesus, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I'll never forget how you brought me out. Jesus, I'll never forget, no, never. Jesus, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I'll never forget how you brought me out. Jesus, I'll never forget, no, never. How can I forget what you've done for me? How can I forget how you set me free? How can I forget how you brought me out? Jesus, I'll never forget, no, never. Come on, Jesus. Jesus, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I'll never forget how you brought me out. Jesus, I'll never forget, no, never. Jesus, I'll never forget what you've done for me. Jesus, I'll never forget how you set me free. Jesus, I'll never forget how you brought me out. Jesus, I'll never forget, no, never. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I made my burden down, glory, glory, hallelujah. Since I made my burden down, Lord, burden down, Lord. Since I made my burden down, Lord, burden down, Lord. Since I laid my burden down, friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burden down, friends don't treat me like they used to. Since I laid my burden down, glory, glory, hallelujah.
Since I laid my burdens down,
Yeah.
friends don't treat me like they used to.
That's all right.
Since I laid my burdens down. But the good news, Deacon Tyler, I'm going home
Yeah.
to live with Jesus. Since I laid my burdens down. That's good news this morning, brother. And one of these mornings,
Yeah.
and it won't be long,
Won't be long.
you'll be looking for me, and I'll be going on to that city
Yeah.
where no traveler returns. The scripture says, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night. God is working it out. Father, we come now stretching our hand to thee. No other help we know. Lord, we come as broken vessels. And Lord, now we're living in what would be called the valley of fear. Fear is all around us. Folks are trembling, Lord. The virus hasn't captivated their mind, but Lord, Jesus came to set the captives free. And I want to share this morning, Lord, that you are working it out.
Amen.
That you got the whole world in your hand.
Amen.
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 God is working it out.
Yes, he is.
The purpose or the priority of this time of sharing together is to assure you that the redemptive hand of God is still operative in human history. I want for a moment to share with you that every child of God should know that God is still on the throne.
Yeah.
And whether you know it or not, he still got the whole world in his hands. And I want to share a thought or two this morning with you, if you don't mind,
Go ahead, Pastor.
on the idea of God's action in this world. God's involvement in our human history. God wants a personal relationship with all of us.
Yeah.
And that God's hand of experience is all around us.
Yes, it is.
Simply saying God has the whole world in his hand because he is the sovereign God of all universe.
Yeah.
And so there's no doubt this morning that you already know that God is in control. You learned from your Bible class that God is in control. And I am convinced you already are acquainted with the concept. Nevertheless, if you have a moment, I just want to reassure you, reaffirm the idea that God has the power over man. God has power over nations. God has power over nature. And what we should do is what Solomon said, just trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
With all thy heart. Lean not to thy own understanding, but acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he shall direct thy paths.
Yeah.
I know we live in a world where so many think they have power, but God has all power in his hands. Not only he has power from the past, not only does he have power in the future, but I want to tell you right now, God has power even right now. His hand is holding us.
Yeah.
God has all power in his hand. That's why I want to open this matter up for mental investigation.
Go ahead, preacher.
And a spiritual scrutiny. And for a theological dialogue. I want you to understand that God is a redemptive God.
Yeah.
And that God has the whole world in his hand.
Yeah.
And that he's working it. He's working it. He's working it out this moment. May not seem like it, but God is working it out for you right now. Somebody worried about a stimulus package. Don't worry about it. God is working it out. For he has all power in his hand. God is able to do all things but fail us. So the idea of God's redemptive power is nowhere more clearly seen than in the second book of the Pentateuch. The 5 books of Moses, commonly called the Exodus.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, by the way of refreshing your memory, let me remind you that the children of Israel have been in Egypt and have suffered their bondage for more than 400 years.
Yes, sir.
The Egyptians, as you know, were hard taskmasters, requiring the Israelites to make bricks without straw,
Yeah.
mortar without clay. However, they tell me that God's redemptive hand could be seen in the matter when near the Egyptian capital of Memphis, a child was born by the name of Moses.
Yeah.
There was a decree back in those days that Pharaoh wanted all the boys killed when they came out of the mother's womb.
That's right, that's right.
But Moses' mama put him on the Nile River. And there he was discovered by Pharaoh's daughter. And when Pharaoh's daughter saw this beautiful Hebrew baby, she took him as his own. I tell you, God is working it out.
Yes, he is.
Even though Moses' adopted paper said that he was an Egyptian prince, there was yet some blood running in his veins that wouldn't let him forget that he was a Hebrew. You are not forgetting Moses, for although he had a stuttering problem, although Moses had a speech impediment, Moses had a sincere heart.
Yes, sir.
And theologians say that he had a heart for justice in his soul.
Yeah.
It was this Moses, this sensitive spirit, that God touched one day on the backside of the mountain. God told Moses, go down and tell Pharaoh, let my people go.
Yeah.
Now, the word of God said that the children of Israel, led by Moses, left Egypt. But that there's some rather hastily and traveling arrangement, and with no provision for the middle route accommodation at all. No doubt somebody inquired, Moses, where are you leading us? And Moses replied, I'm leading you where God would have me to take you.
Yeah.
Moses said, then they said to Moses, well, Moses, where are we going? Moses said, the Lord said, wherever I go, he'll be with me. When I open my mouth, he'll speak for me. It was not long, however, before Moses was faced with a circumstance that bore the stamp of distress and the signature of death. Pharaoh's heart had been hardened by God. And Pharaoh and his chariots were mounted up to come and track down the Israelites. Pharaoh grabbed his fastest horses and they quickly came after Moses and the children of Israel. Can't you see? Mountains on both sides. Pharaoh's army behind them. The Red Sea in front of them. Can't you see the dust flying up from the chariots coming by? Can't you hear the chariots thundering through the land as they're traveling toward the children of Israel? Can't you feel the earthquake like a drunk man? Because the chariots are after them. Oh, you can't understand. Because right now we're living in Fear Valley. And the coronavirus is like Pharaoh. It's traveling all over the land. And can't you feel the effects of the coronavirus right now? Somebody you know has it. Somebody you know has died from it. Somebody you know in the hospital right now. Fears all around them. Mountains on both sides. Pharaoh army behind them. The Red Sea in front of them. And what are they to do? Fear has encapsulated them.
Yes, it do.
Fear has troubled them. Dr. Howard Thurman, Martin Luther King Jr.'s mentor, writes a book called Jesus and the Disinherited. And in the book he talks about fear.
Fear.
Fear is one of the persistent hounds of hell that dog the footsteps of humans. Fear troubles us on every hand.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing new or recent about fear.
That's right.
It is undoubtedly as old as life. It's old as life, and it's all around us.
Yeah.
Fears of many kinds, fears of objects, fears of people, fears of future, fears of nature, fears of disease unknown, fears of old age, fears of diseases, fears of life itself. But don't worry.
Don't worry.
God has not given us the spirit of fear.
That's right.
And even though you're walking through the valleys of the shadow of death, Jesus said, I'll be with you.
Yes, He will.
And can't you hear him saying in the gospel, Lo, I'm with you, even to the end of time. And now we're in the valley, but I want to give you the assurance that God is with us. So I brought this to you because I want to share the content of Moses' journey with Pharaoh behind him, the Red Sea in front of him. That the redemptive hand of God became operative in human history. The Exodus was assured us that all night, God pushed back the water.
Yes, He did.
In other words, whenever there's an enemy behind you and death before you, God is involved. Whenever trouble is after you, God is interested. Whenever folks are against you, God is operative. Whenever things are going wrong, God has His system turned on. And He turns to your channel. And I can hear Him hearing your cry. Whenever the children of God is in danger, God is working it out.
He's working it out.
And so I became interested when I discovered that the Word said God was at work all night long. All night long, the Lord moved from sundown to sunup. God is at work in your life right now.
Yeah.
God works in the night when shields fall over the earth. God works when the birds hush their singing. God works in the midnight hour. God works when the moon has made its majestic march to the appointed throne, gleaming against the black curtains of creation. In the night, God works when the dew kisses the ground, when the whole hour takes its post, when all of the animals have found their way to their dens and caves. I tell you, God works in the midnight hour. God works in the night. He works in the night when your sickness becomes, when the sick becomes sicker. God works when it seems that death does its dirty deed. In the night when all fears are at height, when we become anxious, knowing to a new level, when our despair is deepened, when our destiny is undetermined, and when our future is uncertain, God is working. So I want you to share with you a few thoughts that the redemptive God is working on your behalf. How many of you know that God is working on your behalf?
I do.
How many can go into your collective mind and into your conscience of your library and think about all the times that God had worked something out for you? When you didn't think He was moving, God was moving in your life in a mysterious way. And He had wonders to perform. Every now and then He stepped on the cloud and He rolled on your stomach. How many can attest that God has worked in your life? Let me hasten on. And I may ask, well, and I may be honest with you today, I need to tell you that Pharaoh is on your trail. Every time America threatens another country, Pharaoh is on your tree.
That's right. That's right.
Every time a young child is abused, some child is molested, some child is sold into prostitution,
Yes.
Pharaoh
Yes, sir.
is on your tree.
Uh-huh.
When children are going hungry in America,
Teach it, man.
Pharaoh is on your tree.
Yeah.
And the sea is deep. Unemployment lines are getting longer. The sea is deep. Hospitals are filled with coronavirus victims.
Yeah.
The sea is deep.
Well,
The world is in a crisis.
Yes, it is.
Hundreds are dying every day.
Every day.
The sea is deep. There's more racism in America today than when Martin Luther King first had a dream. The sea
Yeah.
is deep.
Yeah.
yes,
They
sir.
ain't
The
going
sea
nowhere.
is deep. When we are throwing folks in mass graves like we're a third world country.
That's right. That's
My
right.
Lord.
God
Lord,
is still working
working.
Yes, he
it
is.
out.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Even though things look bleak and dark, God is still
Working.
working it out.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But I tell you what,
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead,
when
Pastor.
the Red Sea is before you and Pharaoh is behind you, somebody needs to just simply say, Precious Lord,
Bless your Lord.
shake my hand.
Yeah.
Lead me on.
Lead me on.
Help me stand.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, when Pharaoh's army is before you,
Yes, sir.
Red Sea in front of you, ought to sing that old song out there, Townsend, say, I called on the Lord.
Hold on.
I got an answer.
Yeah.
You need to call on the Lord. And the Lord will give you an answer. He'll be right there by your side. But call on the Lord. And he will make a way out of nowhere. I'm so glad I've learned how to call
Yeah.
on the Lord. Even though Pharaoh's behind me, mountains on both sides, the Red Sea is in front, I learned how to call
Yeah.
on the
Call on
Lord.
him.
And the record is clear. I don't care how many chariots Pharaoh may have. I don't care how deep the sea may be. If faith steps up and take courage by the hand, if determination stands up and pulls up conviction with it, if belief jumps up and holds onto resolution, if commitment wakes up and puts the garment of salvation on, the victory is sure because God is working. He's working it out. Deacon
Yes,
Drew.
he is.
And I want to share, Deacon White, the notion that God is working it out.
Yes, he is.
God redemptive hand is opportunity in human history, and yet,
Yeah.
in the process, I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead, preacher.
Why does God allow us to have Red Sea?
Yeah.
Why does God allow the children of Israel to have Red? Why did God allow us to go through 400 years of slavery? Why is the coronavirus killing our loved ones? Why
Why, Pastor?
is
Yes, sir.
God
Yes, sir.
allowing all of this to happen? After all, Moses was just doing what God told him.
Yeah.
God told him to take the children of Israel out of Egypt.
Yes.
And God and the children of Israel were being obedient. So why is it that now they are trapped at the Red Sea? Why is it, Brother Lee, there? Because of their obedience.
Yes.
They find themselves in the middle of a crisis.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
And if they were here today, they would tell you that it was a divine
That's right.
direction
Yeah.
that God was leading them through the shadows of death.
Yeah.
Why must they now face the sea? I put the question another way. Why do you have so many seas in your life? You love the Lord.
Yeah.
You try to live right.
Yeah.
You bring your tithes and offerings.
Yes, sir.
You sing songs in the choir.
Yes.
You try to treat everybody right.
Oh, yes, sir.
So why do you have so many seas in your life?
Well,
Why do you have hard trials? Why do you have tribulations on every hand? Why the enemy gathered up against you? Why do you have headaches and pain? Why
Why?
my
do
Lord.
you have a sea in your life? I'm going to leave you. I have 2 points and I'm going to the sea. Well, there are 2 reasons for the seas in our lives.
Yes, sir.
Brother Donnie, I want to suggest the first reason we have seeds in our lives, Deacon Smith, is because at times God has to humble us.
Yeah.
I said God has to humble us so that he can use us. God has to humble us so that he can use us. See, when things are going well in your life, you have a tendency not to come to church. And in fact about it, in July, you won't see many Christians at church. They bought Falcon tickets. And they have their season tickets. You won't see them no more than after the Falcon season is over. So every now and then God has to bring a coronavirus back.
Come on now.
To let you know he's still in control.
Yes, he is.
Somebody has a plethora of money in the bank.
Yes, sir.
And they feel that they're all right, but God had to stop by the stock market every now and then and bankrupt the stock market.
Yeah.
Some churches thought they had arrived. They had wonderful pastors. They had pompous pastors. They had proud, pumped up prophets telling the story. But God had to show them that he's still in control.
Yes, sir.
That's why the book says, do not think more highly of yourself than you ought to. Sometimes God has to humble us to use us. I might as well tell you, don't get too proud.
All right.
Don't get too big.
Yeah.
Don't become too sacrilegious. Don't become a royal peacock.
Yeah.
Because God will bring you down. He
Yes,
that is exalted will be abased, and he that is abased will be exalted. Don't walk around like a high horse, because God will bring you down.
That's right.
If the Lord has been good to you, if he's brought you out of the high hand, if the Lord has made a way when no one else could, you ought to say like the song says, search me, Lord. Shine a little light from heaven on my soul. If you find anything that shouldn't be, take it out and rescue me. I want to be right. I want to be saved. I want to be whole, Lord. And I want to tell you the second reason, and I'm leaving why God put seeds in your life, is not only to humble you, but to teach Satan a lesson. The book says that God hardened Pharaoh's heart. In other words, God knew what he was doing when he did it.
Always.
Not only that, he said that he did it in order that Pharaoh would know that I am the Lord. And he did it that the chariot riders would know that I am the Lord. He did it because those riding with fast horses would know that I am the Lord.
The Lord,
You want to know why the Bible is so bad? Because God is trying to tell you something. He's trying to tell you that I am. And I should have no other God before me. That's the problem. We have put too many other gods in front of us. But the Lord has knocked down the dirty person. The Lord has taken away the hawk from the hawk. The Lord has moved in the stillness and taken away all of our joy in sports and entertainment. God wants us to make him the center of our joy. I don't care what you say. Satan can have his way only so long. God has a lesson to teach. Vengeance
is mine.
Is mine, said the Lord. I'm still in charge. Donovan Trump can have his 5 o'clock brief every day. But I want you to know that God is still in control. No matter what the governors do, I want you to know that God is still in control. No matter what the mayors of the city do, no matter how much you protest, God is still in control. Wickedness can only reign for a while. Evil sits on a temporary throne, and wrong has no permanent station. There's a God, and he still makes wrong right. There's a God who takes what the world means for evil and transport it to mean good. There's a God, he still gives true power over lies. There is a God. He still gives power to the faint, and to them that have no might, he increases strength. There is a God who won't bow down to creatures. There's a God who has all power in his hand.
That's right.
There's a God, he sits high
Yes, sir.
and he looks low.
Amen.
There's a God,
Yeah.
he still has us saying what a friend we have in Jesus.
That's right.
He's the best friend that we ever had.
Yes, friend.
There's a God, he still makes tables before you in the presence of your enemies. And makes your enemies your footstool. There's a God.
Yeah.
And then he said, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. And whom shall I be afraid? There is a God. So don't worry about your seed.
That's right.
Satan is just learning his lesson. You don't have to fret about the seed because God is still in control.
Oh, yeah.
Can't you hear the song that says, fret not thyself because of evil doers, neither be thine enemies against those who work iniquity. He said, trust in the Lord.
Trust in the Lord.
And do good.
Yeah.
Delight thyself in the Lord. Commit thy way unto the Lord. Rest in the Lord and see from there is a God. And so as I leave it, God is working it out.
Yeah.
God is working it out, I tell you. His power defends me. His faithfulness abides with me. His holiness watches me. His justice justifies me. His kindness keeps me. His mercy molds me. His truth marches with me. The word is hid in my heart because there is a God. How do you know it? There's a God. Because every night I feel him in my bones. I feel him walking with me. I feel him talking with me. Every now and then I stop by here at the old Calvary. And there I see Jesus hanging on the cross. He's working it out for me. He's working out Abraham's sin. He's working out Moses' sin. He's working out David's sin. He's working out the world's sin. On the hill called Calvary. That he died for the world. For the last son of God. He got up with all power in his hand. God is working it out. God is working it out. Say yeah. No matter coronavirus, no matter sickness, no matter money running away, God is working it out. God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell the world. God is working it out. They seem dark right now, but God
Working it out.
is working it out. It was dark that Friday, dark that Saturday, but every Sunday morning, he got up with all power in his hand. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
He's working it out.
He's working it out.
So whatever you're going through, Red Sea in front of you, mountains on both sides, Pharaoh's army behind you. God has sent Moses to open up the Red Sea.
Yes, it is.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Sister Gwen, give us a song, please. Yes, sir.
Time is filled with swift transition.
Yes, sir.
Not on unmoving stand. Build your hopes on things eternal. Hold to God's unchanging
Yes, sir.
Everybody, hold
Yes, sir.
to his hand. God's unchanging hand. You ought to hold to his hand. God's unchanging hand. Build your hopes on things eternal. Hold to God's unchanging hand. Everybody ought to hold to his hand. Hey, God's unchanging hand. You ought to hold to his hand. God's unchanging hand.
Working it out.
Working it out.
Yes, sir.
We want to continue to pray for the Bowden family, the Ryan family, and all those who have loved ones that transitioned. They're not lost.
Amen.
And we're praying for Sister Threet.
Amen.
God will touch her.
My Lord. Yes, sir.
We're thankful for Jackie Jeter and Raymond Jackson, Justin, Hunter, Dr. Strickland, Brother Canyon, myself, and Dr. Griffin for birthdays this past few weeks. We're thankful that God has allowed us to see another birthday.
Amen. Well.
Now we want to pray for the sick and the shut-in, for those who are going through. Lord,
Yes, Lord.
whatever you do in this season, don't do it without me. Don't do it without me. Lord, whatever you do in this season, yes, sir. Don't do it without me. Praying for you already. Don't do it without me. I forgot his name, but Griffin family. Yes, sir.
Don't do it without me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't do it without me. Lord, if it's healing in the season, don't do it without me. Hey, don't do it without me. One more time, say, Lord,
Yes, sir.
whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me.
Yes, somebody cry right
Lord, don't do it without me.
now. One more time.
Say,
Somebody
Lord,
need healing right now.
whatever you're doing
Lord, they
in this season,
working it out for you right
don't
now.
do it without
Yes, sir. Don't do it without me.
Hey, don't do it without me.
Father, we come to the throne. We feel your presence in the house. And Lord, we stretched our hand to thee. No other help we know. Lord, we've seen if thou withdraw thy hand from us, where shall we go? Lord, we've seen when you just pull back just a little, how virus can sweep over one country and create a pandemic. See how you just pull it back a little, Lord.
Yeah.
And it seemed that this time has stopped, Lord.
Uh-huh.
Things we thought that we couldn't live without, Lord, we're living without them now.
Yes, we are.
And a lot of friends suggested to me yesterday that, Lord, what you're trying to do, you want a more personal relationship with us.
Yes, you do.
And so, Lord, we come this morning calling on your holy and righteous name,
Yeah.
that we may draw closer to you, because we know you're right there waiting on us. And so, Lord, we thank you
Thank you.
that even in this pandemic, in this COVID-19, you're still shining in our lives.
Yes, you are.
You're still smiling over us. We thank you right now, Lord.
Thank you.
Lord, we know those who are sick, Sister Threet is in the hospital, and others who are going through the storms of life. We know that you're a doctor in the sick room. We know that somebody needs you right now, just to touch the hem of your garment. Have mercy on them right now. Somebody needs to know that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes early in the morning. Somebody finances are discombobulated, Lord, but let them know that you got all power and that you can supply all their needs. And Lord, just let us all know that all things work for the good of them that love the Lord. Lord, we're praying for our entire church. We're praying for the whole universe.
Yes, sir.
And we pray that right now, Lord, somebody's being converted, that their hearts are being softened, and they're confessing with their mouth, believing in their heart that you have been raised from the dead, and they are now saved. Lord, we thank you that you saved somebody right now.
Thank you.
Thank you for working it out.
Yes, sir.
Then, Lord, we ask you to bless the tithes and the offerings. Some gave, some didn't have to give.
Well,
Their hearts were fixed right, Lord.
that's right.
But supplies were limited, Lord. Lord, bless that the next time we give an offering, they'll be able to, Lord. Then, Lord, I ask a special blessing for Reverend Johnson.
Yeah.
You know Reverend Gwen Johnson, her family, Deacon Tuggle, Lonnie Tuggle.
Yeah.
For all the deacons and the mothers and
My Lord, my
the
Lord.
members of Greater Blessing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lord, we just want to say thank you
Thank you, Lord.
for touching us.
Yeah.
Thank you for all you've done for us. Now, Lord, I ain't going to tell you to stop by the hospital. You're already there.
Yes, sir. Already.
You're not going to tell you to stop by the home. You're already there.
That's right.
They need by faith
Yeah.
that their faith be activated. And when faith is activated, that makes you move on our behalf. Lord, we love you.
Yes, we do.
Lord, I said a special prayer for Sister Wiley,
Yeah.
all the other deaconesses and deaconess Ryan Hole, keeper,
Wow.
Sister Adam.
Please, Lord.
And Lord, when our time is up on this side of the Jordan,
Yes, sir.
either coronavirus, heart attack, whatever it is, Lord, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
That's just my exit out of this body. I just want to hear you say, servant of God,
Sir.
well done.
Well,
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
We're going to, Danielle, we hope you're watching. We're going to go home, sing one of those songs that we usually sing around here. That was Reverend Blackshear's song, and y'all help me when we going home. That's all right.
oh,
That's all right. That's all right.
That's all right.
As long as I know
I got a seat in the
how many know that's all right? That's all right. Oh, help me. That's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Come on, Jack.
That's all right.
Yeah, as long as I know.
I got a seat in the green.
Now,
That's all right.
yeah, one of these mornings, you won't be long. Look for me, and I'll be gone. As long as I know I got a seat. How many know that's all right?
That's all right.
Help me now. That's all right.
Oh, that's all
Come
right.
on, Jack. That's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, as long as I know.
I got a
See, come on, Tim.
That's all right.
One of these mornings, you won't
Get on.
look for me, and I'll be gone. As long as I know.
I got a seat in the green. That's all
One more
right.
word. Will you pray for me, and I'll pray for you? That's what Christians are supposed to do. As long as I know.
I got a seat in the
Yes, sir.
That's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, as long as I know I got a seat in the kingdom.
That's all right.
The Lord bless you.
Yes, sir.
The Lord keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you
Yes, sir.
and be gracious unto you.
Yeah.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you real peace. This is a time where our peace is being tried.
Yeah.
But our peace is in God, who we surpass all our understanding.
Yeah.
God has placed a fortress around us. And let us all say in threefold.
Oh,